Hi, Darren Hall here from Bet72.com. Well, the Cheltenham Festival just a few days away now. We can almost smell it. Getting very excited here at Bet72 Towers, I can tell you. Getting all the content up on the site as we speak. Stuff's going on the site by the hour. We've got a dedicated section of the site available to go now. We've got all the best odds, some extra special guides and information for you there, a few podcasts and videos. Previews of all the big races by all the big racing providers, and of course what everyone wants to know, what are the offers for this year's Cheltenham Festival. So they're all there in our offers bible. Certainly check that out. We've got a stack of offers in there, and as I say, they're being added thick and fast as we speak. One I wanted to concentrate on today is one that pops up every year. Obviously, Mr. Patrick Power taking on the world with his money back special. He's on the second race of day one of the festival, and it's in the Arkle. It's money back if Sprinter Sacra wins the Arkle, up to £100 of losing stake money back if the favourite wins. So once again, I mean, he's got away with it for the last 3 years. Where he's been taking on the favourites in the Supreme Novices, the first race. He's on to the second race now, but this gives us a great opportunity to start day one off with some guaranteed risk-free profits through this offer, which has always served our visitors well over the last few years. So we've got all the details up on the site all ready to go. Obviously it's going to be included within our offers bible as well, so do check that out. But I'll just run through it very quickly here. We've got an option here to download a spreadsheet, which I'm just going to show you guys in a second, and of course the ability to go and sign up and get yourself an account, because you can't do the offer unless you've got an account, obviously. If we just look at the terms and conditions here, nothing really to get too excited about. It's a £100 refund. Got to place the bets after 28th of February, no problem there, and it's win bets basically. So we're looking at the win portion of the bets in order to qualify for the refund. Let's pop across to the website now. You can see here it's plastered over everywhere. I mean, in fact, if you live in certain parts of the country, don't even have to do this online. You can get down to one of the actual land-based shops and place your bets that way as well, and you'll still qualify for the cash back. And then if you want to lock in some profit, just pop over to the betting exchange online and you can do it there. So there's no excuse really not to get involved with this one, certainly. So if we have a look here, we can see Sprinter Sacra there is just a shade odds on at the moment at 10 to 11. We've got Alpha off at 9 to 4, Q card at 6 to 1. And then we start getting into sort of double figure prices for a lot of the others down there anyway. Meanwhile, over on Betfair, then we've got in the anti-post market at the moment, because we're recording this on the 9th of March, so everything's going to be anti-post at the moment on here. We can see we've got the favourite there just hitting evens. We've got Alpha off at 3.8 and Q card at 9.6 or 9.8 to lay. So you start getting to bigger prices there with the others. So again, you've got to think about things like liabilities and stuff like that, particularly if you're going for the full £100. So for the purposes of this video, just to show you what you can sort of lock in, we're just going to deal with a second favourite. I mean, that's reasonable sort of price range there, and it's not going to be huge liabilities even on our £100 bets. So what we need to do then is pull up the spreadsheet. Here's one that I prepared earlier. Let's just actually blank it all out so you can see exactly. Just playing around with a few figures earlier on it. Okay, so as I say, what we're going to do is take on the second favourite, Alpha off here, in terms of the horse we want to do, because what we need to do is obviously back and lay a horse other than Sprinter Sacra, because we're only going to get a refund if our particular horse loses and Sprinter Sacra wins. So there's no point backing Sprinter Sacra, because we wouldn't actually qualify for a refund even if it did win. So therefore we back and lay any other horse in the race, and then in order to lock in some profit, we would then lay a fixed amount off of Sprinter Sacra. And again, you'll see on the spreadsheet, depending on how you fancy it going and whether you've got a particular view on the selection, you can tweak your lay stake to tie in with a profit and liability and a return amount that you're actually happy with. So let's fill this in then. We've got Alpha off currently at 9.4. So obviously we put our stake in. We're going to go for £100. We're going to max out on this offer. So we've got 3.25, which is 9 to 4. Over on Betfair, currently at the moment 3.85 to lay. So we'll drop that in there. And the lay price there is just gonna hit evens, but for the purpose of this, let's just go in for 202 because that's what it says on the screen. Excuse me. Okay, so we drop that in there. So this is where the magic happens. We obviously fill in our exchange commission rate as well, depending, it doesn't have to be Betfair, but whatever your commission rate is, we just fill it in there. Okay, and this is where the all the details get calculated down on here. So these are our returns on our back horse, in our case for second favourite, which gives us a net win there of minus 1875, basically if our back bet wins, because at the moment we haven't laid anything off for the actual favourite itself. If our back bet loses, Sprinter Sacra loses, then we've lost 1875. If our back bet loses and Sprinter Sacra wins, then obviously we get our money back from Paddy Power, which is our £100. But obviously we're going to lose it. We've lost a little bit in matching the odds up because of the difference between the back and the lay prices on the bookmaker and the betting exchange, but we still return a very healthy 81.25 pence profit. But of course we've got a potential for losing here, so we may just want to tweak the bet here so we can guarantee a profit. So if we just say, for example, split our stake right down the middle and we put £50 in there, then you can see now that this has changed here. We can basically make virtually £30 whatever the outcome, whether our back bet wins, Sprinter Sacra loses. So we will collect obviously on our win with Paddy Power and our lay bet with Sprinter Sacra. If we go here where we've got the back bet actually loses, so we lose our money on the betting exchange, on the bookmaker, we collect on the betting exchange, so that's the amount less the 5% commission, and we will also get a profit from our Sprinter Sacra lay as well, because Sprinter Sacra hasn't won, so it's any of these other horses down there on the list. And likewise, if our back bet loses and Sprinter Sacra wins, then obviously we're going to get no return on our back bet. We're going to collect on our lay bet on Alpha off there. We'd obviously lose then on our lay bet of Sprinter Sacra, but then Paddy Power's giving us our £100 back, so that makes our net amount there as being £30.25. So we can see here, just by if we take a view in this race, and we can decide exactly what position we want to take. So that's sort of the optimum figure there, although probably closer to sort of 51. I mean, some people like to get this right down to the penny, but you can just tweak it as you want. You may well take a view and say, right, well, I just want to have basically a free opportunity or a risk-free bet actually on the favourite itself, so I'm going to go in with, say, like £20 there. It means if any other horse other than Sprinter Sacra wins, 25 pence back in terms of profit. This is obviously profit figures. If the favourite goes on and wins the race, then I make £60, £60.85 to be precise. So as I say, you'll tweak this based on what your position is, where you want to be on the particular selections, and of course whatever the prices are when you actually come to place your bet. As I say, this is available to do online and also in the Paddy Power shops as well, so you can go in, if you've got a shop which is available to you, then you can go in and actually place your stakes there as well. Come back and do the magic online in terms of locking in a profit. But that's going to get your festival off to a very nice start there. And as I say, we've got plenty more going on to the site all the time at the moment, so there's only one place to be for your most successful Cheltenham festival ever, and that's www.bet72.com, and check out the Cheltenham link there right at the top of the page, and we're ensured that you have your most profitable 4 days horse racing of your life. Okay, I'll speak to you next time. Bye bye.